going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The 3 Show. I'm your host, Brandon Hofstra. We've got a lot to get to this weekend, a full slate of games. We have an alumni that we'd like to highlight, some NA3HL players making their way up to the NAHL, and of course some marquee matches for this weekend. Let's get right into it. In the Central Division, the Wausau Cyclones keep their spot at first in the division with 55 points. They hold a record of 27-7-0-1 and have won their last 2 games. The West Bend Power at second place, 51 points as well, currently with a 24-9-1-2 record, while the Oregon Tradesmen come in at third place in the Central Division, 22-13-2-0. going 6-4 in the last 10 games and riding a 4-game win streak. The Wisconsin Woodsmen keeping the final playoff spot for themselves at fourth with a record of 17-13-1-2, 37 points, and are 6-4 in the last 10 games. The Northeast Generals still atop of the East, holding a record of 29-4-0-1 with 59 points. The Gens are off of a 4-game win streak and are 6-3-0-1 in their past 10 games. Norwich at second in the East, going 19-13-1-1 with 40 points. They're also 3-5-0-1 in the last 10 games played. Right behind them, the New Jersey Titans at third place, 18-14-1-2 record with 39 points. And the New Hampshire Junior Mountain Kings at fourth place in the East Division, 13-14-2-1 with 30 points. The Helena Bighorns have claimed the top spot in the Frontier after a weekend sweep against the Gillette Wild. The Bighorns are 32-3 with 64 points this season. They're also riding a jaw-dropping 20-game win streak. Gillette now sits at second place with a record of 34-0-1 with 61 points on the year, 7-3 in the last 10 games. The Bozeman Ice Dogs at third place, 43 points, and a record of 21-13-0-1 with 43 points, also on a 4-game win streak. And then the Great Falls Americans, 16-15-0-1, 33 points. In the South Division, the New Mexico Ice Wolves are first, 26-6-1-0 record and 53 points. They are 8-2 in their last 10 games played and on a 6-game win streak. Texas Roadrunners have moved into the second place spot after a 3-game sweep over the Stars, currently 22-6-4-0, recording 48 points on the season, on a 6-game win streak as well, 8-1-1-0 in their past 10 games. The El Paso Rhinos have moved up a spot as well as they sit at third with a record of 21-9-1-1 with 44 points. The Rhinos are also 4-5-0-1 in their last 10 games. And the Texas Brahmas are 20-12-1-2 with 43 points, a spot at fourth place in the division, and are 5-4-0-1 in their last 10 games. In the West Division, the Rochester Grizzlies are atop of the division with 58 points and a record of 28-5-1-1. They are 8-2 in the last 10 games played. Granite City behind them with 54 points, a record of 26-6-0-2 on a 4-game win streak and are 8-2 in their past 10 games. Third place is the Alexandria Blizzard, who are 24-6-1-1 with 50 points, 9-1 in their last 10 games, and Mason City sits at fourth with a record of 17-2-0 with 34 points. We have some player news, both current and former, coming out of the NA3HL we want to share with you. Texas Roadrunner alumni and former captain Jack Herron was named the New England Hockey Conference Rookie of the Week. Herron played in 2 seasons for the Roadrunners and a total of 76 regular season games where he combined for 100 points. Herron has played in 7 games this season for New England College, where he's totaled 5 points with 3 goals and 2 assists. And we had a player call-up as well from the NA3HL to the North American Hockey League. Northeast Generals goaltender Daniel Antle is staying in-house but moving locker rooms to play for the NAHL Generals. Antle has played in 18 games for the 3HL Gens so far this season. He has a 16-1 record, 1.59 goals against average, and a .941 save percentage. Again, congratulations to those guys. Let's take a look now at some marquee matchups for this weekend in the NA3HL. In the East, it's the top-ranked Generals who will face off against the third-place Titans. In the West, the third-place Alexandria Blizzard head to fourth-place Mason City to face on the Toros. In the South, we'll see a battle for first place in the division as the Roadrunners will head over to New Mexico. And in the Frontier, it'll be a battle between the fourth-place Americans heading to Bozeman to face off the third-ranked Ice Dogs. Another quick note before we end today's episode, the 2024-25 Kim Cannon internship applications are now open. Just head over to NAHL.com, click on the Kim Cannon internship link. It'll give you all the information of what the internship entails and what the North American Hockey League is looking for in our next intern. That'll do it for today's episode. Again, you can catch all the games all season and all weekend long on NAHL TV. Stay up to date with our Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube page as well. Until next time, this has been The 3 Show. I'm Brandon Hofstra. We'll catch you next time.